Good evening. I'm Rex Lita with the news at 6. In this edition, Madang to reinforce ban on public buy chewing, residents share New Year's resolutions, and FC Wantok win Governors Cup Soccer Challenge. Eastern Highlands Province Police have launched their New Year operation. It began with a parade at the Goroka Police Station this morning.
As the new year approaches, police in Eastern Highlands Province have launched a major operation to keep the peace and keep residents safe. Today, officers held a parade in Goroka, issued strong warnings to lawbreakers and reminded everyone to celebrate responsibly at home. Reinstated Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent John Kale warned officers to strictly enforce the law during the festive period. He announced that all businesses, transport services, and informal activities must close by 2 p.m. to allow residents time to return home safely. Police will be on full alert after 2 p.m., targeting lawbreakers and drunkards. The public has been urged to celebrate the new year peacefully at home and not on the streets. The liquor ban remains in force, with sellers fined at 5,000 kina and consumers fined at 1,000 kina. A liquor ban remains with heavy fines for both sellers and consumers in place. Police have also carried out an awareness motorcade around Goroka town to inform the public of the restrictions. Chief Superintendent Kale thanked the business community and residents for supporting police efforts to maintain law and order. Carol Kiru Jr., TVWAN News.
The National Capital District Small Craft Registration Board has stepped up maritime safety awareness during the festive season to protect lives at sea. In partnership with the Water Police, the board conducted patrols across Port Moresby and nearby waters, visiting coastal villages and islands in the nation's capital and Central Province. On Friday, December 26th, officers inspected more than 50 small vessels from Port Moresby to Rare Village and Fisherman Island. Fewer than 10 vessels were found with expired or missing registration. Operators were issued warnings and told to renew documents. Authorities also raised awareness on life jacket use, passenger overloading, and alcohol consumption at sea. Several reports of drunken and disorderly behavior were attended to. Members of the public in Madang province were being warned that the reinforcement of the Summary Offence Act 2018 will take effect January 1st, 2026 for chewing betel nut and smoking in public places. Acting OIC Prosecution Senior Constable Eugene Wanai said its offence carries a fine of 500 kina. The warning follows the Madang Town Cleanathon, which was coordinated by the Madang Police Prosecution Team in an effort to welcome the new year with a clean and hygienic environment.
As the year 2025 draws to a close, Madang Town is welcoming the new year with a clean and hygienic town area. The Madang Town Cleanathon program, an initiative that began in July, has concluded with the final cleanup Tuesday this week. The December Cleanathon was led by Madang Police Prosecution Team. Cleanathon Coordinator Senior Constable Eugene Wanai said Madang looks better than it did at the beginning of the year. Along with having a clean town vicinity, the acting OIC prosecution is warning those who are about the town vicinity, including those visiting from outside town, that police will reinforce the Summary Offences Act 2018, which will take effect January 1st, 2026, for chewing betel nut and smoking in public spaces. Wanai said each offence carries a fine of 500 kina.
Madang Town, you can look at send big plus from May coming up now. You look go back and lo May this layer by looking. There were rubbish all over the place, especially all bed wine, street vending all over.
He added that the offender will be detained and processed for court. Those transporting betel nut within the public space are not allowed to chew, smoke, or spit. He stressed that changing attitudes will go a long way, including reducing the spread of TB and passive smoking. People and businesses can also thrive and do business in a clean environment. Overall, it helps efforts in restoring Madang's pride and beauty as the Pearl of the Pacific.
Section 44 of the Summary Offence Act, Summary Amendment Offences Act 2018. Stop law, Summary Offence Act. Suppose you know sawe, plan the time lagi awareness too, maybe advice more man medicine. We also put up the notices giving the specification of the penalty, the court fine, and the imprisonment terms.
During the cleanathon, volunteers removed piles of rubbish, betel nut spittle, and swept roadsides. Mr. Wanai is adamant on taking back Madang, hence he began awareness on the cleanathon back in May.
But from the awarenesses, we do the cleaning up. When the business powers are behind us, that's no excuse for any ordinary citizens to go against or make comment. That's for the good of our town and our province.
Amidst criticism, Mr. Wanai said he and his team maintain a positive mindset with hopes more people can join the cause. He said in 2026, a cleanathon schedule will be issued for continuous cleanup activities. He is encouraging ward councillors to take ownership and facilitate the cleanups in their own areas, in collaboration with the Madang urban local level government.
We cannot say walk long, now. The cleanliness of Madang depends on every one of us. Every individual, every citizen, every government agency, non-government organization, we have to contribute.
The Madang Provincial Events Committee has also indicated support with billboards to attract potential investors, tourists, and local visitors to support a Clean Madang initiative. Wedfindai, TVWAN News.
Still in Madang, Provincial Police Commander of Madang Province, Superintendent Robert Baim, has congratulated the policemen and women for their dedication and service this year. Their service in maintaining peace and order continues today and into the new year as the country joins everyone around the world in welcoming 2026. He thanked community policing units who have been a great support to the Madang Police Force in keeping law and order in respective communities. He said they have been the eyes and ears of law and have done well, most often at their own risk. PPC Baim affirmed that this collective mission, in partnership with the government and the business sector, will continue in 2026. And to the people of Madang, he urged them to be proactive in preventing crime, to protect the vulnerable and respond to the needs of others, both locals and visitors alike. People, by human nature, want to feel loved and cared for during their time of need especially. During the festive season, many organizations reached out to communities and individuals who need this care and support. This year, Best Gear Trading was amongst those who made it an obligation to give to those in need. As they did during the Independence celebration, Christmas was no different. Its charity program included food distribution to the Laloki Psychiatric Hospital with rations that would sustain 70 inpatients for the next 3 months. CEO Dr. Ludwig Nanawar welcomed the team from Best Gear.
I've been running low on funds all year. It's good to have donations like this that come and help us at least meet some of the cost, basically for food that fits our patients. This is a national referral psychiatric hospital, so we receive patients from all over the country. It's good to see a business house come on board and help us to leave us with some of the cost.
Bosmaniet a man blong soren a man blong give him. Emi sabato. Tam big man emi blessing me. Lo ligli work business blow me. Ligli one kina mi kisim. Meeting him all Turangu line. and help me making business long him. So on top of this blah, I'm so give him all the time. Long one player, I'm triple time. I'm so give him. You know, lagi pula tak solo lalu kita tiga tahun lar pula have to I'm so help him.
Mother's Home of Endless Love is a place of security for many downtrodden and neglected Papua New Guineans. Both young and old people have refuge and help under its guiding wings. It was one of several organizations to receive support from Best Gear Trading.
Mother's Home of Endless Love is a small charity organization that has been helping the needy for the last 19 years. It has funded children's education from primary to university for some time. It has even funded education from primary to university for some children. The organization has assisted widows and single mothers with vocational and home care trainings, convicts, ex-convicts, old people, and just people in need. Mother's Home of Endless Love has also built a church and other common facilities in communities around Port Moresby and Central Province who reach out to them. Founder Lady Rosika Silel Salika spoke about the organization during a visit by Best Gear Trading, who donated food to the organization.
So, Midlas I try best to make a helping community. So 2003 Midlas start all the way by you looking it's still ongoing. So our mainstream is lawyer has gone, but thank you that M7 worry from Midlas come helping Midlas. So Midlas talk thank you. How much money you spending, God will return it back to come with you.
She says much of the organization's funding is raised through her design and garment business. Mother's Home of Endless Love does not seek outside help. This is the first time it has been recognized for the work it does in the community. Compliance officer with Best Gear Trading, Tom Sawon, said the company went the extra mile to include Mother's Home in its Christmas New Year food donation program.
Now we will come supporting Mother's Home of Endless Love and we will charity now we will come supporting now. We will believe for some work where we will not making long and we will making stuff. Look out in the
Food rations and toiletries worth 16,000 kina were donated to Mother's Home of Endless Love. Kamela Guare, TVWAN News.
This is TVWAN News. After the break, residents share New Year's resolutions.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
The Toyota JD Hi-Ace bus comes in 14 and 15-seater high-roof luxury model powered by 2.8 liters JD engine for optimal performance output, fuel efficiency, and quietness. Designed with improved safety features and easy maneuverability for tire steering angle. The Hi-Ace lift suspension and annular frame structure is opted for smooth ride, comfort, and safety. Experience the ride on the Hi-Ace bus and experience the Hi-Ace Pride, the bus that exceeds all expectation.
New Fabuloso multi-purpose cleaner with an irresistible fragrance that lasts all day long, creating a field of flowers in every corner of your home with an irresistible fragrance that lasts and lasts all day long. Fabuloso, irresistible fragrance.
Long year 2024, 7 baby I born one time HIV. HIV ikan go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama ikat HIV, long time long karing baby, na time baby isusu. Tasol yumi can help him bel mama long look out him baby inside long bell. go quick time long bel mama clinic na kisim antenatal check. Time yumi panim sik HIV ariap o time bel mama i positive pinis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV ego long baby. This lutok sawa ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Whether we're playing sport, exercising for fitness, being active for work or play, just having some fun or just chilling, there is one name we can count on that we know will keep us going strong. Skell rice. Healthy, nutritious, delicious medium grain rice full of vitamins and minerals. Skell helps us maintain a healthy, active lifestyle so we can enjoy every day.
Skell rice. Skell life.
Look at this thing, now night. You catch the 10 p.m. straight, 31st December, last night for 2025.
Tonight on One News, the annual festival has been attracting crowds to New Plymouth for more than 20 years.
This is a perfect opportunity for the Pacific Islands Forum.
No Pacific Island is safe unless we all are safe. Between Brisbane and Queenstown.
Right, in other news,
probably the club's greatest finals wins as a player and a coach. So.
After all, they are the four-time defending champions.
Friday, wind, rain, thunder. Heads up, that could be nasty. Apart from the North End, look at that. Ooh.
Welcome back. The world has united once again to farewell 2025 and welcome 2026. It's also the time when everyone takes a step back to reflect on successes and failures before the new year. New Year resolutions are popular at this time. Some Papua New Guineans were happy to share their New Year resolution.
The world is counting down the hours to 2026 as the final day of 2025 draws to a close. And just like the rush for last-minute shopping at Christmas, families were out and about today for the last-minute food and drinks to share with friends and family and welcome the new year. / 2025 had been a hectic year for many socially and economically. Everyone takes a step back to reflect on successes and failures. It is also the time for those New Year's resolutions. TVWAN News caught up with city residents today to hear some of those New Year resolutions.
Next New Year logan, Naomi Balusim, Bia, Sumu.
New Year's resolution to me. Continue to lose beer, but can you hard to lose me?
He means a smoke, so what's all about me losing me?
We had table mama, so now New Year, me losing voice.
Me losing to me, thinking of losing me.
Lo, it's la new playa, me losing. Smoke solo, it's la ya.
What the New Year resolution to me was turning 30 years finish now. I think it good plan me. Cut down kaya sa labo so we plan lo tok lugar lo kaya flames lo time turning 30.
Well, we wish these confident people a positive outcome as they join millions of hopeful people around the world for a 2026 filled with renewed opportunities, unity and progress. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN News.
A new partnership between Chester Disability Services PNG and RISEC Training Institute is helping young Papua New Guineans gain hands-on aged care skills while supporting elderly residents in Port Moresby.
16 trainees are currently completing practical aged care training at the Cheshire Disability Services Centre in Hohola. The trainees began their placement 3 to 4 weeks ago as part of a pilot program combining classroom learning with real-life care experience. Cheshire Disability Services PNG is a long-established organization providing residential care, rehabilitation and support services for people living with disabilities across Papua New Guinea.
So you can see we have also 16 trainees at the moment in the dark blue, and they're with us since 3-4 weeks now, and they have another 3-4 weeks left. And it's just a new joint partnership with the trainings institution, and these guys are here for some elderly care training and basically doing their practical here. So this is the first batch, and we will reevaluate, and it's a great partnership between us and RISEC. The long-term goal is to get them also ready to be able to send them overseas for some elderly care.
The program aims to prepare trainees for employment locally and potentially overseas in the growing aged care sector.
Residents, I gain more confidence and learn a lot with that because I do a lot of theory, but from my practical hand, I gain more experience, and now I think I'm capable enough to go and further my study or my next step door. 6 weeks practical. Our director was engaging us with Rosil college to further our study, but for further job opportunities we might apply. That's what we decide to.
The partnership is said to be creating pathways for youth employment while improving care for people living with disabilities. Carol Kiru Jr., TV1 News.
The International Organization for Migration, with support from the United Kingdom government's Climate Action for a Resilient Asia Flexible Fund, is working alongside Bougainville's Atoll communities to build a more secured future. The project, Strengthening Community Resilience and Climate Adaptation through Inclusive Agricultural Value Chains, aims to strengthen local capacity to withstand environmental shocks while improving food and water security. IOM PNG Chief of Mission David Arnold emphasized the importance of this collaboration that's helping communities strengthen resilience in practical ways. British High Commissioner to PNG Anna McCrow emphasized how this project is important in safeguarding PNG's rich biodiversity and support livelihoods while addressing climate change. A 2-megawatt gas-fired power plant in Hides will soon power up Tari, Como and Koroba towns, addressing long-standing power woes in Hela province. With the power plant expected to be operational by the first quarter of 2026, there are plans to expand the capacity to 5 megawatts by the end of 2026 and further supply Magarima, Nipa, Lake Copiago, and further pushed west to Kandep and Mendi.
Prime Minister James Marape visited the construction site of the 2-megawatt power plant in Heights on Sunday, 28 December 2025. The facility is expected to be operational by the first quarter of 2026. The opening of this plant will supply power to towns in Hela and extended to Southern Highlands and Kande Binenga when the plant is upgraded to a 5-megawatt plant later in 2026. The Prime Minister acknowledged that these areas have never been connected to the national power grid since independence in 1975 and expressed how this development will benefit them, providing reliable electricity to support schools, health facilities, townships and local businesses, delivering constant and low-cost power for the first time. He says this development marks a major shift from resource extraction to direct long-term community development and said this is where the true value of PNG's gas resources will be realized. The Prime Minister said the project aligns with government policy to ensure Papua New Guinea's gas resources contribute not only to export earnings, but also to domestic energy security and regional development. The Prime Minister encouraged landowner companies like Trans Wonderland to leverage electricity access to expand into agriculture, storage, processing and light manufacturing, noting that increased participation of women in agribusiness and downstream processing will be actively promoted. Ruth Rongola, TV1 News.
And now a look at the finance news. The Kina closed unchanged at 0.2350 US dollars in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our Kina was buying 0.2277 US dollars, 0.3368 Australian dollars, 0.1856 euro, and 35.30 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, palm oil and copper closed higher, and the rest closed the day lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. TV1 News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans, expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend, PNG's own coffee.
Cold Power Citrus Blast uses stain-fighting active particles to remove dirt, grease and stains from your family's washing with less scrubbing and rubbing, reducing wear and tear and saving you time. Cold Power Citrus Blast has an amazing citrus fragrance that gives that extra freshness that will last all day long.
Hands full? No problem. Use your voice to talk to TVWAN.
Hey Siri, send 100 kina to mom.
Sending 100 kina.
Just say it and Siri does the rest. Super convenient, safe and secure. Always with you. TVWAN. Banking on change.
Okay.
Hi.
Yes.
Can I get a loan for my PNV contract?
You need to fill out these forms, these ones, and then you can get back to me. Okay?
Hello? Hello? Anyone? Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Not here. Not right now.
Hi, I'm Kenny. Can I get a loan here?
Of course, Kenny. I'll take down your details. I'll help with the credit check.
Thank you.
And I'll help with your business plan.
1 car Kenny. 20 car Kenny. 1000 car Kenny. FinCorp. Fast forward your finance from zero to hero.
Got mad very quick. The pressure can be your biggest enemy.
My goal to be the best player in the world.
Thanks for staying with us. Cruise ships, companies and local agents need to engage local knowledge. The Papua New Guinea Tourism Promotion Authority highlighted this following the refloating of the grounded Australian cruise ship on the afternoon of Tuesday, December 30th, 2025.
The Chief Executive Officer for the Papua New Guinea Tourism Promotion Authority, Eric Mosman Uvovo, stressed on the need to engage local knowledge when venturing into a different area or country. He made this statement following the grounding of Australian cruise ship Coral Adventurer on the morning of Saturday, December 27, 2025, after being pushed off course by strong currents along the Finschhafen coastline. When expressing relief that all passengers on the Australian cruise ship have returned unharmed, Uvovo said local knowledge pilotage enhances safety, efficiency, and environmental stewardship for cruise vessels operating in unfamiliar waters. He outlined that the long-term sustainability of cruise tourism in PNG is crucial, urging cruise companies to take heed of maritime safety regulations. While PNG is known for its marine beauty and picturesque island scenery, we all have a responsibility to ensure safe passage and the protection of our marine environment and communities. In relation to the grounded coral adventurer, which was finally refloated on Tuesday, December 30th, 2025, Uvovo expressed his sincere gratitude to the National Maritime Safety Authority, Royal PNG Constabulary, Australian authorities, and local authorities for the swift response and coordination in Morobe Province. Kamela Guare, TVWAN News.
About 80 passengers from the Coral Adventure have been flown home after the cruise ship ran around on a reef off Morobe Province. It is the same ship that left behind an 80-year-old woman on a Great Barrier Reef island in October. The NMRA-owned Coral Adventure struck a reef on Saturday, stranding dozens of passengers and crew. On Tuesday night, the passengers made the audacious journey back to Australia, transferred from the grounded ship to a passenger boat before boarding a 2.5-hour charter flight to Cairns. The Australian Transport Safety Bureau is investigating the incident. In more regional news, Australia's rural Queensland town Cloncurry and its surrounds have experienced relentless rain over the last 4 days.
Which is east of Mount Isa and a part of the state which has received a huge amount of rain in the last few days. You can just see behind me the water is raging through here. There's a huge amount of water around this region that has fallen. Some stations just outside of Cloncurry and around the Julia Creek area have received, one of them has received over 500 mils in 24 hours, and that's more than their annual rainfall total. So just a huge amount of water. The rain has eased here today. It's sprinkling a little bit now, and with that, that'll allow some graziers to be able to get up in the air in helicopters, because a lot of these cattle stations are just huge properties. So to get to corners of them, you've got to travel by air, and those graziers will hopefully be able to get up in the air today and to be able to see the impact on livestock. This part of the country was really heavily impacted in 2019 by cattle losses with the devastating floods here, so that would certainly be in a lot of graziers' minds. When we've spoken to leaders here, the Mayor of McKinley Shire, which is where Julia Creek is, she's told the ABC that she doesn't think it's going to be as bad as 2019, but it'll be more concentrated. So there will definitely be certain stations and properties that will be absolutely devastated and have huge losses. They're particularly worried about calves. There's just recently been a lot of calves that have been born after breeding season here. So it's a bit of a wait and see at the moment, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who are crossing their fingers that their property and their livestock will be okay.
Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur heading for Beijing on March 8, 2014. And vanished. Now, nearly 12 years later, a new search is set to begin. Is the new search likely to find new evidence more than a decade after the flight went missing? And with satellite technology now, how does a commercial aircraft disappear? A deep-sea hunt for the plane was planned to start on Monday by US-based marine robotics company Ocean Infinity, which signed a new no-find, no-fee contract with the Malaysian government. Ocean Infinity is expected to search for 55 days in a remote part of the southern Indian Ocean and will use technology that didn't exist during earlier attempts. Ambulance Victoria is pleading with the community to respect paramedics following a rise in violent incidents this festive season. Some have been punched, spat on, even sexually assaulted while on the job.
Was about to clock off like any ordinary shift when a stranger confronted him.
He was swearing at us, very threatening in nature. I didn't know if he had a weapon or not, so I didn't want to take my eyes off him.
Cornered by a parked car, his options were limited.
He got right up to my face and spat on my neck, but I managed to get in the car and secure the vehicle.
Incidents like this have become too common, with an alarming spike in violence against paramedics this festive season. In a 3-day period over Christmas, Ambulance Victoria recorded 10 serious incidents.
The female paramedic being touched multiple times inappropriately. We had a crew that were punched in the chest numerous times whilst trying to look after a patient in the back of the ambulance.
I've physically had my wrists broken. I've been spat on, kicked, punched multiple times throughout my career, but I've never seen it as bad as it is now in regards to the severity of assaults taking place.
In the year to September, almost 3,500 assaults against emergency service workers were recorded, the highest rate in the last 4 years.
Assaulting an emergency service worker is a criminal offence and carries a mandatory jail term. Ambulance Victoria encourages its paramedics to report any incident, but it's pleading with the community to stop the violence.
Enough is enough. This is unacceptable and we will not tolerate it.
We don't get into the job to be assaulted. It's sad, it's distressing, and for some people it's career ending.
We don't have security. We don't have protective equipment, and until the police get there, it's really just a matter of de-escalating and luck.
Researchers from Charles Darwin University have spent years studying a group of threatened ray species called Rhino rays. Rhino rays can be found globally, with some species in Australian waters. The CDU researchers hope the study into the threatened rays will help them find ways to recover the species. Indonesia records the world's highest catches of sharks and rays, but the numbers for the rhino ray family are grim. Of the 68 known species, 3/4 are threatened with extinction worldwide. Overfishing and habitat loss are key drivers, yet fishers often have little choice because many communities face deep socio-economic hardship. Technology is increasingly affecting the workforce, and in Japan, businesses are trying to balance the societal shift. Robots in Tokyo are being used to serve coffee and give tours, but they are being powered by real people who otherwise wouldn't have work.
Tour guide with a difference.
Hello, welcome. Hi. We're here for the guided tour.
Weighing just a few kilos, this robot strapped to a backpack is the latest addition to Tokyo's thriving tourism scene. But it's not AI. It's being operated remotely by a real person.
So let's get started our tour.
Even though I'm at home, I can go out into the city like I did earlier, greet people and feel like I'm actually there.
Machun has multiple sclerosis. She lost her job at a banking think tank after contracting COVID.
I couldn't keep working. I used to be able to walk, but I couldn't do that anymore either.
Now she's being paid to show visitors around her city.
I now feel I have a role in society. I really feel that.
The robots were first introduced in this cafe 4 years ago.
I'm Hosanna, nice to meet you.
All of the servers are operated by a person with a disability working from home. The man behind it came up with the idea after illness during high school caused him to be homebound for 3 years.
I wondered, why couldn't I have another body? If I had another healthy body, I might have been able to attend school with the other body.
The scheme has recently expanded, giving the operators a chance to go outside, even if it's through a screen. Tourists enjoy the new approach too.
I feel like it was really flexible, especially with having young kids, and we didn't have to keep up with another tour guide.
You can hear the warmth through their voice and some giggles on their end.
Big lineup.
Wow, big one.
There's a lot of people here.
Yeah, there are many people.
For now, these tours are confined to the local area, but the hope is to expand to other parts of Tokyo. The big challenge, though, is Tokyo's most popular spots are very crowded, so ensuring a strong internet signal can be a challenge. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
And maybe one day the program will even go international.
And that ends the news segment. Coming up in sports, FC Wantok win Governors Cup Soccer Challenge.
Life is about making memories, sharing new adventures. Go beyond the familiar. Don't let bacteria hold you back from experiencing the world. Protex uses natural antibacterial protection with flaxseed oil and eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. Free yourself. Go beyond with Protex.
Four-hour service. Always there when we need them the most. They risk their lives to save mine. They are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. They are our everyday heroes. St. John Ambulance, trusted to care.
For tasty and a delicious meal choice for your enjoyment, Prima is the name you can trust. For guaranteed meal satisfaction during special occasions or that daily meal, Prima is the name you can trust. Yes, it is. Safe to eat, quality assured, and undoubtedly satisfying. Available at your nearest wholesales or supermarket stores. Prima always tastes great.
It's not just a sport, it's a way of life.
Really good with ball in hand and will score under the post.
Charging down the field, some by Maka. How about that for defending? McCarthy Black takes them all on the outside and he's gotten away initially.
And now Faith Davis slices between the New Zealand defenders.
Oh, and they're almost the way they are, Fiji. They're going to get the opener in the second half. One line break is enough. They live and breathe this game.
What is it you are seeking?
I want the power to destroy my enemies and save my family.
What makes Albus Dumbledore so fond of you, Mr. Scamander?
Standing before me was death, but I never been spared again.
For orcs, there is no other life but war.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid. It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
It's Christmas in Adventure Bay.
Can you believe it's finally Christmas?
Until it all goes downhill.
Oh no! Christmas is mine!
This December,
Santa needs our help!
the Paw Patrol are heading off
Let's do this!
on their merriest adventure yet.
How do you fly this thing? Wow!
A Paw Patrol Christmas. Monday, December 15th. On Nick Jr.
FC Wontok are champions of the 2025 NTD Governors Cup Soccer Tournament. They edged out Roots FC 4-0 in a one-sided contest at the UPNG's VC Oval on Tuesday. The final match of the 2025 NTD Governors Cup Soccer Tournament started in style following the official kickoff from the tournament director Billy Aki. The grand final unfolded the way many expected as the star-studded FC Wontok took control of the game from the start to the final whistle. Ekari United FC players Daniel Joe, Solomon Rani and Palapol steered the team to victory. FC Wontok striker Leo Roos scored the double and helped his side to grand final triumph. FC Wontok capitalized on Roots FC's shaky defense in the opening quarter of the game. Rani opened the scoreboard with his trademark strike before Rui had his double to round up the match. The FC Wontok used experience to dominate the opposition on both ends of the field. Roots FC, on the other hand, struggled to contain the high-flying FC Wontok and finished scoreless at full time. Despite the result, Roots FC walked off satisfied, looking forward to next year's Governors Cup tournament. FC Wontok will be presented with the cup and 15,000 kina. Roots FC collected 10,000 kina. 21 BC FC gets 7,000 kina for finishing third. Meanwhile, Mosama FC are champions in women's tournament. They take the cup and pocket 10,000 kina. All prize and trophy presentations will take place this Saturday, January 3rd at Sir Hubert Murray Stadium after the Governors Cup Men's Rugby League Grand Final. Eastern Highland students studying in tertiary institutions around the country returned home to Goroka this week. They've initiated a sporting event to promote unity and social awareness. The students are taking part in the Eastern Highland Students' Unity Games, a rugby league tournament bringing together young people from different districts and institutions.
Eastern Island students from universities, technical colleges and teachers' colleges are competing in the Eastern Island Students' Unity Games at the Sir Danny Lee Oval. The rugby league matches form part of the Nokondis Cup tournament under the Young Elites Nokondis program, which was initiated last year to address social issues affecting communities across the province. The week-long Unity Games began on Monday, and grand final matches are scheduled for Thursday, January 1st. Organizers say the games are helping to strengthen unity among young people while encouraging positive engagement through sports. Mr. Kanaku also thanked Goroka Rugby League President Pius Koko for allowing the students to use the oval for the tournament. With strong participation and community support, organizers hope the Unity Games will continue to grow and inspire more young people in the Eastern Islands province. Ruth Rungula, TVWAN Sports.
Double-handed Min River has made history by becoming the first double-handed yacht to take out the overall win in the Sydney to Hobart yacht race and the first to do so with a female skipper. The win was confirmed after a successful protest against initial frontrunner BNC over a sailing rule, with the latter suffering a time penalty as a result. The protest cited a breach to shooting sails regulations in the Australian racing rules. It is understood the breach related to the use of a pole to secure the spinnaker nail during the finish. Min River needed to close a 54-minute gap on handicap behind BNC in order to be crowned winner. BNC was given a penalty of 1 hour and 5 minutes, meaning it falls behind Min River in the handicap standings. Ahead of the 2026 NRL season, NRL is looking at potential rule changes. If the changes take effect, the Rugby League world, including PNG, is expected to accept the change in their games. The first rule change proposed is about the kick-off.
Cody Walker, Cameron Murray on return. Cameron Murray, incredible. Warriors with the ball. And still a chance. Jake on the side.
The NRL has proposed potential changes on the rules of the game. This rule adjustment follows a thorough end-of-the-year reviews on the rules of the game by the NRL. The first rule change proposed is about the kick-off. The change would see the team conceding try chooses whether to kick or receive the ball after tries as opposed to traditional kick-off to try-scoring team. This will give the conceding team an advantage to play for points. The second change proposed is to have 6 players on the bench. At present, teams are only allowed to have 5 players on the bench. 4 are interchange players and 1 is a shadow. With 6 interchange, 4 players will take the field and the other 2 as shadows. Further, the third change is dropped try attempts. This rule change will see no 7 tackles set for dropped balls in the act of scoring. Traditionally, if the ball is dropped in the act of scoring, 6 tackle set is given to the defending team, which disadvantaged the attacking team who made hard yards to get field possession. This rule will compensate for that. The fourth rule change proposed is the 6 again adjustment. The 6 again restarts will now apply outside attacking 20-meter zones. It will not apply within the opposition 20 meters. Players have exploited this rule during the recent years, and NRL is proposing this rule change to give both sides an advantage to have fair competition throughout the game. This NRL rule change has been proposed to the NRL clubs, and most clubs have shown interest in some of the rules proposed. The NRL will be amending these rules and implement it in the 2026 season once all the clubs agree to these changes. And now the weather forecast. Southern, Port Moresby and Popondetta, partly cloudy, then rain showers and possible thunderstorm in the afternoon to evening. Kerema, mostly sunny, then partly cloudy with a few showers in the afternoon. Momase, lay mostly fine, then some showers later tonight. Madang, few morning showers clearing to mostly sunny, then some rain later tonight. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, some rain with possible thunderstorms. Kimber and Buka, mostly fine. And Highlands region, Mount Hagen, partly cloudy, then some rain showers in the afternoon to evening. Mandy, Tari and Warbeck, periods of clouds, then rain with possible thunderstorms in the afternoon to evening. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, sea slight to moderate with northwest to southeast winds of 10 to 50 knots. Solomon Sea, sea slight with northwest winds of 5 to 50 knots. Bismarck Sea, sea smooth to slight with northwest winds of 5 to 10 knots. Pacific Ocean, sea smooth to slight with northwest winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru to Kerema. Waters of Samurai Island to Cape Vogel and Old Milne Islands, and waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finsafen, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. Waters of New Britain, seas 0.5 to 1.3 meters. Waters of Manus and its western group of islands, and waters of New Ireland, seas 0.5 to 1.0 meters. And that wraps up the news tonight. On behalf of the news team, thanks for your company throughout the year. I'm Rex Litter. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
curly, straight, soft, wavy, afro, short, long, healthy. Palmolive Naturals for naturally beautiful hair.
It's formula infused with extracts like coconut oil, aloe vera and avocado to enhance your hair's natural beauty, giving you naturally beautiful hair that always looks gorgeous and smells great throughout the day. Palmolive Naturals.
Have a great hair day.
Trace Urban is Trace's flagship TV, exclusively dedicated to the best urban music and artists. Trace Urban offers a unique mix of the most popular American, European, African, and Caribbean urban music genres. Trace Urban benefits from the power and musical expertise of Trace, which has endlessly promoted African music stars since 2003 on all its channels. Welcome to Trace Urban. We are urban music.
Look at this thing, huh? Now night, in catch the 10 p.m. straight, 31st December, last night for 2025.